Welcome back, welcome back. So we have another video on the Baltimore Ravens. I guess I really did feel like just knocking it out today and getting it out the way while the topic was fresh on my mind. And that topic is organizational hypocrisy, like I spoke about in the last video. Now, the reason that I wanted to talk about this is because I was in the Discord for the lunch break hot take. Shout out to my man, Brodney, Jose. If you don't know, like, subscribe, head over to their channel. But in their Discord, we were talking about the signing of Kyle Fuller. And Brodney said, hey, got to stock up on those corners because we have to stop wide receivers, the biggest threats in the game today. And in my opinion, he's 100% right. But what I'm not understanding is we keep signing defensive player after defensive player, especially in that DB room. Like we've signed safeties, even though we had safeties. We've signed corners, even though we had corners. Now, I'm not knocking the Kyle Fuller pick because, listen, he's a good player. He's still pretty much in his prime, so I can't knock that. But the issue with that is, and from that statement I got is, all right, we have to stop these teams that have stockpiled on wide receivers and talent on the offensive end, but we don't have to get wide receivers ourselves. It's really not making any sense to me. We're going to go out and stop the most dangerous position in the game right now, but we're going to settle with mid-run wide receivers, like mid-tier. Like, all right, Bateman might be a superstar, he might not be, but those guys behind him, who knows? And also on a previous video, a man was talking to me and he was like, yo, hey, these guys might show out in OTAs and show us something that we haven't seen, which will catapult them into the starting lineup. And my reply was, didn't James Prochet show out in OTAs in training camp last year? And how did that transition? Because I do remember him being a healthy scratch for many games. And it's just not making sense to me. You can stockpile people to stop receivers, but we're not going to stockpile receivers that teams have to stop. Like, it's not making sense. I keep asking you, make that make sense to me. I mean, it just doesn't compute. Like, I don't get it. Tell me why we have a plethora of defensive backs on our team. We have Imar Marshall, Kevin Seymour, Brandon Stevens, Kevin Tolliver. That's just to name a few. And we also drafted Demarion Williams and Jalen Amore Davis. So we have people there. Why aren't these people just given an opportunity to shine in OTAs and training camp like the wide receivers are? Like, we sit there and say, hey, we need to sit there and let these boys play to see what they can do on the field. But when it comes to the cornerback position, oh, we got to acquire. It's not making sense. Like, for one side of the ball, we have to go out and get proven talent. But for wide receivers and weapons for Lamar, we have to sit back and wait and see what happens. Like, it's not making sense. Like, if anybody can tell me different, please go in the comments. Tell me what I'm seeing wrong. Tell me how it's okay for one side of the ball to stop this threat, but it's not okay to acquire a threat. Somebody let me know how this is going to make sense. Let me know how this is going to profit us in the future and make this team any better. Now, we're still waiting on that planned wide receiver that EDC was going to pick up. I'm still waiting. I haven't seen anything. I just keep seeing defensive signing after defensive signing. Brent Urban, is that going to help Lamar? Oh, well, the defense is going to get the ball back and give Lamar the ball. And that's fine and dandy. But if he can't score once he gets the ball, what's the purpose of giving it back to him? So, just let me know what y'all think in the comments. I'm out.